Good morning. Welcome to the Farmers Branch Chamber Chat. I'm Grace Spees, President of the Chamber, and we're here today with Mark Ledoux, General Manager of Lindsey's Office Furniture here in Farmers Branch. How are you today, Mark?
I'm wonderful, Grace. How are you today?
Doing great. So we're going to slice in and you're going to open us up and just tell us a little bit about what Lindsey's Office Furniture is and does.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Lindsey's Office Furniture is a retail office furniture dealer established in the mid-'80s down in Houston by the Lindsey family. And we've got a store here in the Farmers Branch area. We have a distribution center and a location in Houston, and we also have a location in Austin as well.
Awesome. So how you guys are brand new. We just did your ribbon cutting this summer. Talk about how you guys are expanding. You know, obviously, you have as you mentioned, location in Houston, Austin. You're now expanding in Dallas. Share with us a little bit of that journey.
Okay, so yeah, we opened up the showroom here in January of this year, and we're kind of new to the area and in a well-established area where probably in a couple mile circumference, there's, you know, a few other furniture dealers in our area. So it's myself and I have another salesperson. His name is Kevin Leisure. He is an outside salesperson as well. We both do sales here, and we take care of the space planning, project management of all the orders that we take. And we also have a beautiful showroom here at 6,000 square feet right off of Neutron at the corner of Neutron and Sigma in Farmers Branch.
So who is your ideal customer?
So that's a great question. Right now, our ideal customer can be, a lot of people are still working from home. So beginning there, they make a great customer because everyone needs some sort of a good equipment to work from. When most people got sent home during the lockdowns and things like that, they were working off their kitchen tables or maybe sitting in the living room with the laptop on their lap or whatever, which really wasn't optimal. So home office, we've got great deals on adjustable height tables. And then we also got great deals on good quality chairs that help you sit right, adjustable height tables so you can sit or stand while you're working. So that would be a great place to start from just a one person. And we'll work with companies up to 50 or more employees on a project type basis. You know, and there's 5 or 6 different offices. There's a conference room, a bullpen of cubicles for admin people to work in. Anybody that's in the industrial space, you know, they're going to have a warehouse with 10,000, 5,000 square foot of office space attached to it as well. Those kind of clients are in our wheelhouse. We're not industry specific. You can be a law firm, you can be an accounting firm, you can be a tech company, or you can, like I said, be in the industrial space, and we can accommodate whatever you need furniture wise, from one person office to up to 50 or more in the corporate arena.
That's awesome. And you have, I will say, a lovely showroom.
Oh, thank you.
It's definitely great to get to see and interact with the pieces. I love how much there's a pop of color that you can now add to your space. So you definitely have some fun things on display that I think are helpful for people to see.
Yeah, that's great. You know, and we try to come across with different options for folks. Obviously, one of the things that corporate America is trying to do is update their furniture to attract new talent to come to work for them. So people, they want the type of space to work in where you can sit or you can stand. They love color. They love comfort. And so we've got a little bit of all that and mixed in our showroom here. And not only that, but we sell pre-owned furniture. with the way the supply chain is really affecting a lot of different industries. Our industry has been hit pretty hard by it as well. You know, when you got 71 container ships sitting in the port of San Pedro right now waiting to get in. Um, the supply chain has really had a dramatic effect on being able to deliver what a client might need right when they need it. So what we do to alleviate that issue is we purchase pre-owned furniture from major companies, whether it's in any of the major cities here, whether it's Houston, Austin, or Dallas, and we bring that into our distribution center in Houston. We clean it up and we resell it. So we've got chairs, we've got desks, we've got adjustable height tables, we've got conference rooms, not only new, but we can do it in pre-owned. And then everybody uses cubicles pretty much in some way in their office. And we buy Noel Morrison panels and we refurbish them to brand new. That's what I'm sitting in right here. You can kind of see it in the picture in the background. This was at one point in time pre-owned furniture, and we put new fabric on it and new paint on the trim and brand new work surfaces, and everything looks brand new. And it's basically, it comes in at about a third of the cost. So that's something that you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money to get what you need. We can hit whatever price point fits your particular budget.
That's awesome. Now, I'm sure that there's people out there like me who are a little bit particular, but don't entirely know how to envision the space. How can you help those people that need a
Another great
little,
question. Yep.
don't quite have the interior design flair, but definitely want to outfit their space with something new and trendy?
Well, and we realize that whenever we're working with customers, because most of the people we work with, they're executives or it could be HR people, they could be admins, that are tasked with taking care of getting this furniture put in place in their office, because the CEOs, the CFOs, the general managers, they're busy running the company. So what we do is when we get an opportunity, we'll come out and we'll take a look at your space. We'll take measurements of it. If you have a floor plan, like a DWG file that maybe your landlord or your tenant rep can get for you, that's a great help. And what we do is we get a lay of the land, then we sit down and we talk about the as is. What's it like for you right now? And then we go from there and we talk about the should be. What do you want it to look like? And how do your people interact with each other? And then we'll talk about what are some of the barriers that you're facing right now. And once we hit all three of these areas, the as is, the should be, and talk about the barriers, then we feel like that we're able to, sit down with you and come up with a solution that not only fits the space, but fits the design requirements that you have, and obviously fits in the budget and the timing of when you need this done.
Wow, that's a lot, but that's awesome that you do that and are able to help people in that way, because some of us are space and interior decoratively challenged, but we know what we like and we know what we don't like, but envisioning it and making sure all the pieces are going to go together is important.
And that's our job, is to draw that out, for you in conversation, but also on paper as well, and kind of and understand exactly what it is. It's a consultative process. We just don't come in and go, okay, one size fits all. This is what you really need. It's collaborative, it's conversational, it's intuitive, and we like to spend the time to get it right, because it's a very important decision to make, especially when you're a company trying to attract new talent.
Yeah. I'm going to hit pause real quick. We have a comment here from Jody with Einstein Printing. She just said, "Hi, Mark. Kenny and I need to come see you soon." Awesome. So we're going to hold you to that, Jody.
Come on by. We're here from 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. And also, I know, and then one Saturday a month, I think it's the first Saturday of every month, we're open from 10 to 2 in case people can't make it out during the week. But 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. So those are great hours for you and great hours for us.
That's awesome. Yeah, I popped up your contact information here on the screen so that people can get a hold of Mark directly. So let's switch gears a little bit. That's a little bit about the business. Let's talk a little bit about you and what you guys want to do and see in the community. And um, we'll just kind of riff as we go, right? We'll talk a little bit about what are you doing for personal and professional development? How do you have healthy boundaries in a very demanding, role? So wherever you want to slice into that pie, go ahead and go for it.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just an interesting time right now. So what I want to do in the community, obviously, as a member of the Farmers Branch Chamber of Commerce, is I want to try to be as inclusive as we can in bringing new people on board that are in our community, whether it be large companies, small companies, um, and just introduce everybody, to our chamber and the great people that are in it, but also use the platform to promote Lindsey's, as well, and get in front of as many people as we possibly can and see how we can help them. It's just really this year has been a challenging year with just dealing with the supply chain issues, and I feel like the 38 years, I'm dating myself now, but the 38 years experience I've got doing this, I've been in every aspect of the business. From I started off as an installer, and then worked in the warehouse and worked in sales and general management and a fractional owner at some point in time, and worked on the manufacturing side and on the distribution side. So I understand everything there is about this industry and what it takes to deliver, Class A quality service. But in the 38 years that I've been here in this industry, we've been through different cycles. We had the savings and loan crisis in the mid 80s, which kind of hurt, the economy a little bit. And then we had the big boom in the 90s, and then the crash in the early 2000s. And nothing I've seen before is like the supply chain issue that we're dealing with now, right now. Just where we're not able to get furniture. Before it was always that, we were in recession or people are dialing things back. Getting people comfortable with the fact of either coming back to work or their companies making the decision, not to return to the office, and everybody works from home. Uh, People, instead of buying new furniture, they're subletting space where there's furniture already there, and they just plug and play. So I think the 38 years I've been in this business has kind of prepared me to handle this and the best possible way we can. And I think with our great leadership that we have down in Houston, and Mike Lindsey, who is our owner, and his brother Jackie, who run the company, um, we're well prepared, to be able to deal with the challenges. And we're looking forward to finishing out this year strong, and looking forward to see what's going to happen in, the next year, and how we can make a positive impact in our community as well. Excuse me.
That's awesome. So what do you feel like that there's been specific character qualities that you've either had to develop over time or that have specifically been instrumental in helping to navigate these new challenges? And how would you
Um,
encourage other people to develop those?
yeah, so those are good questions. I think, on a personal side, as the general manager here, and working with the people that we have here, one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to micromanage any situations. You want to be compassionate, and you want to have empathy for the challenges, that, everybody faces, whether they work here or they're a client, and be a good listener. Um, I think practice emotional intelligence, be aware of what you're thinking at all times. Sometimes it's not always it's better to listen than it is to speak, because people do have stories to tell. And the more that you get to know the people that you work with, or who are people that are clients of yours that you're working with, and the more time that you get to spend with them, whether it's in a one-on-one type of situation, and just really be a good listener and be empathetic and be compassionate about what their situation is like, and try to work together the best way you possibly can. So those are, a few years back, I was part of a year-long training course. It's called the Stegan Leadership Institute, that's formed here in Dallas. And I got to spend a whole year with CEOs and CFOs and owners of companies. And we really worked on our personal skills, our people skills, how to identify people's work style patterns and things like that. And I think all these things, are things that you can draw on in your life experience and use them to create a positive scenario for every situation that you come into, whether it's at home or at the office or in your community. I try to practice those things. Yeah.
Very good. Are you reading any great books right now?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, it's not a new book. It came out in January of 2020. It's called The Future is Faster Than You Think. And the genesis of the gist of the whole book is how technology is impacting every aspect of our life, and the rate and the speed of it as it's taking over. There's new things that are coming online that are totally disrupting our industries and moving things faster. Technology, obviously, artificial intelligence, databases, our access to information. It's a fascinating book, and I highly recommend it. Let's see if I can tell you who wrote it so people can grab this book. Oh, it's by Peter Diamandis and Stephen Kotler, and it was a Wall Street Journal bestseller. The Future is Faster Than You Think. I highly recommend that book for anybody.
Yeah, that sounds like, almost the understatement of the year with, I'm sure they had no clue what was about to happen with 2020, but boy, I mean, yeah, I feel like you had to learn quick. The whole world went on Zoom and WebEx and, everything just suddenly you had to know how to use technology where you might have, gotten away without it before. And, some things were still the good old ways of grocery shopping. All of these things were reinvented and reimagined as to how you picked up groceries or did meetings or, it's cool. It's definitely, a blessing the way that, we can use technology nowadays, but it also can have its drawbacks. And
yeah. Those are great examples of how, some industries have been totally disrupted, and, kudos to, the companies that, got on the stick and started handling this right away, to be it during the pandemic. And I don't think we're going backwards. I think we're just going to continue to move forward. Some things I hope are going to stay. I still think that people will eventually return, to work. Right now, I think the Dallas is about 40% leased back up. We still have millions of square feet of space that's available. But as people become more comfortable, remedies for this virus people are more comfortable with, whether it's going to be the vaccine or it'll be a pill or whatever that we take in order to take care of ourselves. Air filtration systems in office buildings, just different things that are, corporate America is really hard at work on making people comfortable to come back to work. And once that happens, space will fill back up, and there'll be we'll be back to where we were pre-pandemic. You got to get some things fixed. Our supply chain being one of them.
Yeah, the supply chain issues are definitely a strain. I'm surprised on almost a daily basis the things that people and companies are having difficulty getting. So yeah, that's definitely an opportunity. But yeah, I'm optimistic. We're going to get back to business as usual, sooner rather than later. And that's our goal with the chamber and our business community is to really help jumpstart the local economy and to lead DFW through, let's make this a year of recovery. Let's really see people bounce back. Yes, I think some of the technology is here to stay, but nothing's going to replace, a handshake and face-to-face meetings. And
Absolutely. And that goes hand in hand with furniture. Furniture is such a tactile thing. Yeah, you could go on to a website and you can order, which, we have a robust website where you could purchase furniture from us off our website, but there's just, some people just need to see, feel, and touch things. And that's why we have showrooms. We're invested in that. And it's never too early. You may not be ready to pull the trigger on anything right now, but you may be thinking about, what's my office going to look like in 6 months from now? And I know we're going to grow. We're planning on investing into our company. So it's never too early to come in and sit down and have a conversation with us about, what you're thinking and where you're going to be taking your company. Or, like I said at the very beginning, what are you going to do with your home office? Maybe you've got, kids that are homeschooled or whatever. We need to take care of that situation for you as well. So um, it's never too early to begin the conversation. It doesn't mean that you're committed or anything like that, but we're happy to be consultative and help people get things figured out.
awesome. Well, I hopped off for a minute just to give you some time to feature your website. I'm going to pop up Mark's contact information again so you all know how to get a hold of him. Obviously, I hope most of the world is pretty Google friendly now, but lindseyfurniture.com. You can definitely, take a peek online, but nothing beats that in-person experience of getting to sit in your
Absolutely.
chair, sit at a desk, see what makes sense for you. I'm definitely a huge fan of the standing desk. And, a couple years ago, I got a good expensive chair, and I definitely realized that, man, having a good chair, if you're sitting or your staff is sitting for long periods of time, they say that sitting's the new smoking. I don't know if you've heard that, but I mean, to have something that is, I think, yeah, the what's what I'm looking for? The options that are versatile that you can do sitting and standing and help keep and support your workforce. This is where a lot of people are spending the majority of their waking hours. And so it's just a little extra way that you can take care of your staff, to give them the equipment and, again, the furniture, the comfort that they need to do their job well. It's going to help boost morale in a very, tangible way.
It absolutely will, and we're okay with making appointments here as well. Kevin and I are in and out, whether we're in the showroom or we're out on sales calls and seeing clients and stuff like that. But if you want to call that number and schedule an appointment to come and see us, we'll take care of you that way. That way we know that we're going to be here. One of us will be here for you. Um, and as far as, again, going back to your point, having the right type of furniture makes all the difference in the world, and specifically when it comes to talking about sit stand desks and chairs, we're just not designed to sit all day long. It's good to be able to stand up, maybe even if it's just for 15 minutes out of every hour. Some people, they'll just get up out of the office and they'll go walk around or whatever, and that's great as well. But if you don't have the ability to be able to do that, I think, taking a look at taking care of yourself and the health benefits of being able to stand while you work. It's not that hard. It's kind of fun. And I enjoy it. I stand most of the hour that I'm here, or at least 30 minutes out of every hour. And I'm really thankful that I work in an environment where I can put a sit stand, I get a sit stand desk. So, but
That's
anyway,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was surprised. I mean, I was recently with you pricing these out, and it's not as expensive as I thought it would be to have, I mean, I guess, are they like hydraulics or something that raise the desk? I mean,
So they're
it's
electric. They have the sit stands that we have. They're 3-stage motors. So they're are high quality ones. You can get like a 2 foot by 4 foot work surface on a 3-stage base, starting at $299 delivered. So that's a great price point to start from, and it's a brand new top. And I think we have, I don't know, 5 or 6 different colors to choose from. Uh, so Yeah, it doesn't cost a lot of money. And the other great thing is we have our own brand of furniture that we bring in, that we outsource, and we have plenty of the bases in stock and plenty of the tops in stock right now. I know one of the most popular colors we have is our Valley Gray. Invite you to come on into the showroom or give us a call and make an appointment to come by and see us and sit and test drive everything that we've got, and let's have a conversation.
Awesome. Well, Mark, it's been, I will just say, I mean, such a pleasure with you being part of our chamber. I mean, you've
Thank
really
you.
jumped in with both feet first, joining our ambassador committee. You know, you're consistently supporting other businesses. You've been completely Rob Blissed, I think. He's such a great member of our community. And we haven't mentioned this yet, but you're hosting our next First Friday lunch.
Yes, it's going to be here on December the 3rd, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin and I were just sitting here, just mapping it out this morning on where we're going to place the tables, and we're gonna do some nice things. So we'll have a nice Christmas tree here for everybody, and we're just looking forward to having a great event. I think there's something you'd mentioned about a contest as well.
Yeah, so we this is our annual chamber Christmas party, so all are welcome, guests included. We do the whole wear a Christmas sweater. If you do the ugly Christmas sweater thing, more power to you. And we'll do a white elephant gift exchange, so you can bring a gift between $10 and $20. And we have it. This is one of our most fun First Friday lunches of the year. It's a great opportunity to connect with other members, other leaders in the local community, and just have a ton of fun while you're doing business. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's going to be great. We're looking forward to having everybody here. And those of you who are in the chamber, get on the phone, start talking to folks, and let's have a big turnout and have a great time.
Yeah, that's awesome. And hey, we're super grateful for you to host it. I know it's going to take some rearranging of furniture, but it was like, hey, we know that he's got tables and chairs. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a great place. I mean, our lunches, for those who don't know, have grown so much over the last year or so. We're averaging 40 to 50, and we maybe even anticipate 60 to 70 at our Christmas party in December. So again, definitely don't miss it. Great opportunity. We're going to encourage everyone to check in at Lindsey Office Furniture to support him for graciously hosting us. So yeah, that's what we do in this community. We give
absolutely.
and support each other. So appreciate you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you. And I appreciate you and knowing you in the short time that we've known each other. It's been a blessing to me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mark. Thank you to all of our members, anyone who's out there listening. We'll pop it up here one more time. Please contact Mark at lindseyfurniture.com. He's more than happy to help you shop your space. And as we recover through 2022, definitely keep the small, the family-owned business, shop local, support local. That's what we're all about. So thank you for your time today, Mark.
Okay. Thank you. It's good talking with you.
Have a good one.
Okay. Bye-bye.